What is going on, guys? It's Jono, and in this video, what I want to do is talk about whether you should be choosing Zapier or Make.com. The eternal question, which software should you be choosing? Now, if you're watching this video, you've probably been struggling on where to start, right? And we're gonna get into that immediately. So in my business, I automate 600,000 tasks, okay? 600,000 tasks just for my business alone, and 99% of those tasks are on Make.com. The other 1% are on Zapier.com. So my preference is Make.com, but it's not for the obvious reason that you may be thinking, because there actually are use cases where you probably want to use Zapier.com as opposed to Make.com. So the main thing that you'd use Zapier.com for is the fact that it's super intuitive and it's just really easy to get started, right? So with Zapier, it's actually been around for longer than Make.com. It has more usership. You probably see the branding more often, and it's just more common, right? It's almost like a household brand name, almost in the automation space relative to Make.com, which is a bit lesser known. And the other thing is that it has a lot of applications that Make.com might not have. Now, it's pretty rare nowadays to find applications in Zapier that's not accessible through Make.com in one way or another, but there are certain applications where it is hard to get the functionality or the integration in Make.com. There's just a couple, not that many, but the main reason why somebody would use Zapier.com is it's just freaking easy to use. Like, I mean, if you're just starting out, chances are maybe you just want to get your foot in the door, automate a couple tasks, and that's it. And you don't want to spend a lot of time having to learn these tools. You just want something that's going to automate some workflows, and that's it. And if that's you, then Zapier.com is great. Now, if you're somebody who, looks at these platforms and thinks, man, like I could probably automate up to 95% of my business, or I want to try at least die trying to do that, Make.com is probably better for you. Now, with Make.com, the reason why is pricing. First of all, it's way cheaper. Like not even like a tiny bit cheaper, but like literally a mountain cheaper than Zapier.com. And the other nice thing about it is that the functionality is just unrivaled. You're not going to be able to automate the same way you automate Make.com as opposed to Zapier. Make.com is leagues better. I don't even like it's not even comparable, but it's advanced functionality. So you're not going to get your foot in the door and understand how it works right away. So the drawbacks are it's a bit less intuitive. There is a steeper learning curve, but once you understand that learning curve, like most people in the automation industry, you'd never go back to Zapier just because it's so much more powerful. So let's actually dive in. I'm going to show you guys what this looks like. So for Zapier.com, you can see the pricing right here. So actually, let's start with Make.com. So let's take 10,000 operations, for example, in Make.com. It costs $9. Not too bad, right? 10,000 automations, you could pretty much replace a full-time employee. Now let's take a look at the same cost in Zapier.com. So it's kind of obfuscated here. So you actually have to scale this up to 10,000 operations. And now you can see the true cost. It's approximately 20 times more, right? It's 20 times more. This actually is accounting for Canadian currency. This I think is accounting for USD. So it's slightly less than 20 times the volume, right? And that's just a lot of money, right? Now, is it cheaper to essentially use Zapier than hire somebody full-time? Well, of course it is, right? But it's also a lot cheaper to use Make.com than it is Zapier, to be exact, around up to 20 times cheaper. So that's quite nice. Now I actually want to share with you guys a real world example of an automation that I've created that I use Make.com for. So in this automation, I have a sales call. And when one of my sales reps finishes the call, they click one button on to submit the form, right? To notify our system that the sales call has been completed, and it's automatically going to send that data into Make.com, and it's going to automatically generate like a 150 customized templated invoice and contract using Make.com. It's almost like magic. Every single sales rep that we hire, it blows their mind every single time. And I'll actually share with you guys what that looks like right now. So in our CRM, we have a contact here, right? And essentially we can add an automation. I'm just gonna do this as a test. This isn't exactly how it works. And when you click add here, and we have this workflow that sends the data through. So it's a bit complicated. I'm not going to go through the whole workflow, but this is the kind of automation and the granularity that you can get to in make.com, where on the other side, we created this document here. And it's super cool because typically this would take me probably 45 minutes to do. And in make.com, using make.com, it takes me 10 seconds. Now, all I have to do is just review the information and send it off. You can see the client's name is programmed in here, the contact information, all of these templates except for the signatures would be filled in. All of the values that are not filled in because this is just a template client that I'm using with, not the right information, but all of these fields would be filled in, right? Takes 10 seconds to do using make.com. Now, the question is are you able to do this using Zapier? And the answer is yes, with the biggest asterisk you've ever seen in your freaking life right beside it. So let's go into why that's the case. Well, there's tons of functionality that make.com has that Zapier does not have. Notably, the first one here is that the cool thing is in make.com, I just got to go into the actual workflow here. So in make.com, what we can do here is we can have one operation, right, that essentially handles hundreds and hundreds of things. It's setting hundreds of variables. So all those variables that you see in the agreement are actually all customized here, right? Now in Zapier, if I wanted to do the same thing, I would have to have about 150 operations here. So look at this example, right? This is just a mock example of what the same thing would look like in Zapier.com minus any of the intense automation. This is just like the simplest form of a replica you could possibly get. Now you can see here there's 12 automations. In this one step alone in make.com, there'd be 150 operations. This is just 12. So it'd be literally 10, 12, 13 times the amount just in this one operation here, right? Because you're sending multiple values, right, with inline functionality, which brings me to the second point of why make.com kicks Zapier's butt, is that it has this inline functionality, which you can do in make.com, but you need to have a separate operation every single time it happens. So for example, make.com is more of like there's a low code or no code, it's a no code tool, right? But it has all of this functionality that you can put into a particular field here, right? So for example, length, you can determine how long a particular string is. So if you have this length here and the word is hello, it's going to count up the digits in hello. So for example, hello is 5 digits. So the output would be 5, as you can see there in the example. Lowercase, you can bring a string from uppercase to lowercase, hello with a capital H to hello with a lowercase. And I'm not going to go into every single one of these, but there's literally dozens and dozens of these things that are just built in that you can do inline within make.com, which makes it so much freaking easier. Another thing is we're just going to exit out of this. The routers here in make.com, they're just so much simpler. Like just using this, there's no limitations on how many routers you can make, which is not the case necessarily for Zapier, where they limit you. It's just easier to see at the same time, right? You can actually see that Zapier had an update where they have much so copied the style of make.com because their system was like, just not nearly as good. And the cool thing is that with make.com, once you get started, and the starting price once again is like $9, or it's free to get started, they're not pay gating a lot of these features. Like in Zapier, a lot of these premium features that you really need to use to do anything meaningful in Zapier are all pay gated. So it's like, here's a free plan, or here's like a $20 plan, but you can't use all of the important things that you actually need to use to be able to create the automation that you actually want to create. great. So overall, I really like this feature. The iterators, right? So iterating is essentially taking a list. So for example, let's just pull up a list here. In this example, I have all these upsells that clients may want to add to their invoice, right? And these line items will go right on the invoice here. So if somebody wants something, we can actually iterate, which is the process of going through each value, right? Every single time we're checking every single value to see, in this instance, is it checked off? And if it's checked off, then add it to the invoice. And if it's not checked off, well, don't add it to the invoice. And that's not something that you can actually do in Zapier. You can loop through every single value or iterate through it, but in the process of iterating through it, you can't add additional steps in between, which you can easily do in make.com. So for example, here I have this filter. So you iterate through everything, and then you filter out all the values that have $0, and then you also filter out anything with an empty string. So that's pretty much it. At a high level, make.com is just much better than Zapier.com if you're talking about functionality and price and the degree of complexity that you can get. Make.com is just better if you're just starting out, you're just looking to get your foot in the door, you don't want to spend too much time learning, you don't want a steep learning curve, right? All of the things that you can do in Zapier, you can also do in Make for less money. All of the things you do in Make, you cannot do in Zapier, and it costs more money, right? So all the things that you're going to be automating in Zapier.com will grow in complexity over time, and with growth and complexity will have limitations creep in through the Zapier platform, which will not allow you to really automate fully what you necessarily want to do. So there will be limitations. It will impede your ability to create the automations that you want. However, it is a great starting point. So I hope this video kind of shed some light into why you may want to choose Zapier or you may want to choose make.com. Obviously, I'm incredibly biased. I have used both. I used Zapier for about 5 years before I used Make, and I was so upset that I had to switch all of my work over because it took me like 50 hours to move everything over. But I'm honestly so happy I've done that, and I'm never going to look back. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you like videos just like this one, please make sure to subscribe down below, hit the thumbs up button. If you guys are looking for consultation or just want to say hi, please reach out to me on Instagram, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.